Today I'm going to start the teardown of this motor. I'm not actually going to get in the motor, I'm just going to get all the accessory crap off of it. Started by taking this loose. I don't even know what it's called. It's just 2 bolts there. They're size 10. Then over here you got a bolt there, there, and there. That are size 12, or no, 13. I take the intake off. I'll unscrew those real quick. Pull them off. The throttle body should come with it. Just make sure you have everything unplugged. And it should just lift straight up off there. Got the intake off, and I just showed these bolts here. There's actually one here as well, but mine was already broke off from whoever had messed with it before. So make sure you get all of them out. Okay, come along here, unplug all these. You have some stuff hooked up back here. You got all these to unplug. You got to take these 2 loose. Take apart this system here and unplug everything except for your coil wire and the temperature sending unit, I believe, or I may be wrong on that. I think that might be what that is. Unplug everything from here. Make sure you've got everything unplugged. And you can pull that harness out. And I'm gonna clean this up. And I may be wrong. Moment. I don't know that much about engines, but for me to go over to carburetors, I think I have to take this piece out and get all of this as a new piece rather than just this. So I'm going to see about getting all these out, getting this cleaned up, double check myself before I take anything else apart, just to make sure I don't mess nothing up. But it's always a good idea when you got holes like this, stuff something in it, because all this debris, all the stuff like this, like your little clamps breaking, you don't want that going down in there. So make sure you do that as a safety precaution. I got everything cleaned up here to where I can see where all my bolts are. Same on this side. I'll take the thermostat housing off. Make sure nothing else is going to be in the way or need to be taken off. I may have to take this bracket off. I can't tell if that goes into the intake or the block. But I planned on pulling that power steering pump off anyway. So I'm going to just get the front clear of anything I need to take off. I'll probably leave the water pump and the fan. But I'll take off that whole bracket over there if I can with this fan here. It's a 13 on each side. It's kind of a pain to get into with having all the other stuff on, but should be able to get it with a wrench. After trying to get to this bolt, I determined it was easier just to go ahead and pull off that bracket and power steering pump. That way I can get in there to the side with a wrench and get to it without having to take the water pump off. So I'm gonna get back to doing that real quick, and then I'll see what's next after that. Now, I may be completely wrong, but I thought this was a thermostat housing. There's no thermostat. I don't know how long it's been like that. And like I said, I may be wrong. But that's crazy. I've never seen that. After I got the thermostat housing off, went ahead and took out that fitting out of there, pulled that hose off, took that out of there, and I started breaking these bolts loose. When you break these loose for your intake, you want to go in a cross pattern. That way you take it off evenly, and the same for tightening it down. So you'd go to this front bolt, to the opposite side back bolt, to the front side, to the back side, to the front side, back side, vice versa. Just crossing each time as you go, instead of doing one side and one side. That way you have less chance of tearing this up, warping it, bending it, yada yada yada. One thing that concerns me, I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be torqued to a certain spec. I don't know the spec. I'm not sure if I'm right on that. That one up there was super tight, and every other one was pretty loose. So somebody's been in here and didn't do something right, or I'm wrong. So last clip I said somebody's been in here before and didn't do it right. I was right on that. If you notice on all these, they're fairly newer looking. Yes, they're rusty, but newer looking compared to this one that was in the front position here. That one is snapped off, and judging from the way it looks, that one may have not been replaced, and the other ones may have. So now that's a problem on that side, but when I have it sent off to a shop, I'll have them fix that. Just more money. I started giving the intake a couple little pulls, trying to see, make sure everything's loose. There's a bolt on this side and on this side. I had taken that one out, but I didn't see that one because of this. And then the two posts that this screws to, this bracket, also have to be unscrewed. So now I'm gonna put the camera down, give it a few more tugs, make sure I don't have to pull anything else out. I'm not sure if this thing has to come out or not, so I'm gonna see if I can get it to come loose. If I can't, I'm gonna assume it's that. I'm gonna see how to take it apart. Okay, so you don't have to take that loose. It goes with it. But I've not got much room in the front, and I've not got much room in the back. So I'm gonna take this bar loose here and move it to where I can come out the back, rather than pull the distributor. So I'm gonna do that really quick. I just took that side loose, loosened that side, and she pulled right up. And one thing that immediately concerns me is I see rust. And all kinds of gunk just piled in here. This motor probably definitely will have to be rebuilt. Alright, I've plugged these holes off in the bottom as much as I can just to make sure no more debris falls down in there. I'm gonna use the shop vac, try to get all this little crap out of here. Try to hit everything pretty good just to make sure we don't get a bunch of gunk in places we shouldn't. That right there, I don't know how far down that's supposed to go, if that's just a bunch of extra crap or if that's rusted really badly. Like I said, I don't know anything about the insides of motors. I just know how to pull parts off of stuff. So this is all new to me. I'm learning as I go. Got that all vacuumed out. I put a garbage bag down over all those little plastic bags. And then I've also got a Carhartt jacket over the top of it, because this Carhartt jacket is made out of like duck cloth or something, so it's very water resistant. Like you can stand out in the rain and the jacket be soaking wet, but your t-shirt will be completely dry. So I'm gonna put that there to kind of help. I've already got it under the shed and everything, but I don't want to take any chances of causing extra damage that I don't have to have. I'm gonna take these valve covers off, see what they look like on the inside, and then I'll probably start pulling stuff off the front. We've popped both valve covers off, and they look pretty decent in there. I'm gonna let it move at all. Sorry for the sniffling, it's mid-allergy season right now. It's the passenger side. That's the driver's side. We'll cover these up and get to the front and take all that crap off. We've got that covered up. Got the water pump off, along with the fan and everything. Gonna plug these holes, clean this surface, clean all this gunk off, get it the best I can. And that'll be all as far as that goes until my pawpaw gets back. And we'll pull off the I'm drawing a blank on the name. That big old thing. I literally said the name to it earlier, but I can't even think of what it's called right now. Okay, I've got the front of this coming clean. I used carpet cleaner and a screwdriver at the beginning. Then I went and got my little wheel, scrubbed it all in real good. Took a vacuum to it, got all the chunks out. And now I'm just applying carburetor cleaner and letting it soak, and then come back, scrub it all in with that brush, and then wipe it off. And I'm gonna keep doing that until it comes clean. It's already coming pretty clean in comparison to what it was. I've got everything kind of covered up on this engine for now. Got my tools packed up. I'm gonna be moving over here back to the parts truck. I'm gonna jack it up, put some ramps under the rear end. That way I got a little more room to work. And I'm going to see how much of an issue I'm gonna have getting this bed off. And then I'll have to clear the bed out and get people over here to help me and all of that. So I'm not sure if I'll finish this during this video or if it'll be a continuation in the next video. But it's a pretty good bed. It's got rust on this side, but none on this side. And on my truck, it's got the rust on both sides. So I feel like it'll take less money to fix this one than what it would my other one. So we'll get under there and see how much we can get took off. Okay, I crawled out from under the truck. I've got this corner here and that corner back there off, or no, this corner and this corner off. That corner, this middle, that middle, and that corner are all stuck, and the only place we're getting is on my last nerve. So I'm done for the day. This is going to be the end of the video. I'll come back next weekend, try to figure out something to do with it.